In Read Zero, Greed If, we enter a world of unending despair, where Natsuki Subaru, the protagonist of Read Zero, faces a harrowing alternative journey. Imagine a life filled with endless trials, each mistake repeating itself in a ceaseless loop. This is Subaru's life after making one significant choice. He accepts the Witch of Greed, Echidna's, hand. In this path, he inherits not only unimaginable power but also an inescapable cycle of suffering and agony. Subaru begins each morning with the remnants of haunting dreams, a cycle of tragedies etched into his mind. He sees himself making the same mistakes, correcting them, enduring heartbreak 1,000, 10,000, even 100 million times. And yet, despite this relentless suffering, Subaru holds on. There's still a wish he wants to protect, a place he wants to reach, even if he's the only one who remembers the pain. Every day starts with a ritual, a moment of checking himself, of forcing a smile in the mirror. He's haunted, yet determined to carry on. He knows he has a role to fulfill, and he's prepared to face the agony that comes with it. This commitment is no longer for recognition or reward, it's a deeply personal resolve to protect those he cares for, even if they may never know the depths of his sacrifice. Subaru's alliance with Echidna is one of the most significant choices he's made. In the dream world, they meet regularly, bound by a contract that intertwines their destinies. Echidna, the Witch of Greed, is both alluring and terrifying, a mentor, but also a relentless reminder of Subaru's inner demons. Their exchanges are darkly humorous at times, yet layered with unspoken tension. Echidna sees through Subaru's bravado and encourages his self-destructive resilience, claiming that every sacrifice he makes is a step towards salvation. In this version of the story, Subaru's interactions with those around him take on a somber tone. He keeps a stoic front with his close allies, such as Petra, the young maid who cheerfully wakes him up each morning. Despite her innocence, Subaru feels the weight of protecting her, knowing that his actions ripple into their lives. He treats Petra like a little sister, vowing to make her happy, even if it means hiding his own struggles. But it's his relationship with Beatrice, the reclusive spirit, that shows just how much he has lost. Beatrice, once proud and dutiful, is now broken. She blames herself for failing her purpose and sees herself as unworthy of Subaru's efforts. Subaru holds on to hope for her recovery, but Beatrice is reluctant, unwilling to be comforted. The pain they share is palpable, as Subaru realizes that not every soul he wants to save can be saved easily. Subaru also has two key allies in Roswaal and Reinhardt. Roswaal, with his fierce pride, regularly challenges the legendary sword saint, Reinhardt, to sparring matches. Roswaal sees Reinhardt's unmatched strength as a target to reach, but he's frustrated by the gap between them. Subaru watches over these daily fights, serving as a voice of reason and offering advice. Although Subaru has orchestrated their paths to be intertwined with his, he understands their struggles all too well, their reflections of his own quest for strength and validation. Reinhardt, a knight who once served a different master, now lends his strength to Subaru's cause. After his previous master, Felt, abandoned him, Subaru offered Reinhardt a new purpose. Together, they have a mutual understanding of sacrifice and duty. Subaru feels a constant tension with Reinhardt, knowing he's using him for the greater good, while Reinhardt quietly harbors the pain of being separated from his former master. One of Subaru's darkest decisions came from liberating the sanctuary, a place filled with secrets and haunted by painful memories. Subaru's bond with Echidna came at the cost of countless cycles of death and rebirth. In the sanctuary, he had to maneuver around Roswaal, who wanted to prevent any changes. Subaru repeatedly endured agonizing failures until he found a way to save everyone, leaving no one behind. This experience solidified Subaru's bond with Echidna, but it also burdened him with regrets, sacrifices he had to make to reach his goals. Roswaal, the enigmatic lord of the mansion, sees Subaru's potential as his own trump card. Roswaal is driven by a centuries-old ambition, and he's aware of Subaru's return-by-death ability. Roswaal uses subtle manipulations and veiled threats to ensure Subaru remains aligned with his agenda. While Subaru is often wary of Roswaal, he also knows that he can't achieve his goals without Roswaal's support. The uneasy alliance with Roswaal is a reminder that even allies can be shrouded in mystery and manipulation. For the sake of Rem, who lies in an eternal sleep, Subaru is willing to endure this alliance, even if it means compromising his own morals. Subaru's journey has been a relentless struggle for power, but more importantly, for purpose. Every decision he's made with Echidna, Roswaal, and his friends has created a web of dependencies and sacrifices. Subaru's resolve remains, as he reminds himself, if there's life, there's a future. And with a future, there's hope. In his heart, Subaru knows the cost of his choices, and yet he persists. His mantra is simple but powerful: to protect everyone he can, no matter the price. Even as he battles despair and guilt, he clings to the hope that his sacrifices will ultimately lead to salvation. And so, Natsuki Subaru continues his journey, a path filled with pain, sacrifice, and an unbreakable spirit. This is the world of Reinhardt, a glimpse into a Subaru who chose darkness to protect the light, and who, despite endless suffering, never lost sight of his dream.